Let's break down tariffs and see why they matter in our everyday lives. Tariffs might sound like something out of a history book, but they're actually a big part of how countries do business with each other today. Whether you realize it or not, tariffs can affect the price of things you buy, the jobs people have, and even the choices you make at the store. They're not pirate lingo. They're taxes on imported goods. When products cross a border into a new country, the government often charges a fee, called a tariff, before those goods can be sold. Imagine a cover charge for products entering the country. Just like you pay to get into a club, companies have to pay to bring their goods into a new market. This fee can be small or large, depending on the product and the country's rules. That shiny new TV from abroad? The government adds a fee before it hits the shelves. This means the price you see in the store already includes that extra cost, even if you don't notice it on the tag. Why? To protect domestic industries. Tariffs are designed to help local businesses compete with foreign companies, especially if those foreign goods are cheaper to make. If American widgets are pricier than Widgetonian ones, a tariff makes the imports less of a bargain, giving local businesses a fighting chance. This can help keep factories open and workers employed in your own country. But here's the catch. Companies usually pass that extra cost on to you, the consumer. So, while tariffs might help some businesses, they can also mean you pay more for everyday items. So, tariffs mean higher prices at checkout. That extra few dollars on your new shoes or electronics? That's often the tariff at work, quietly raising the cost of living. It's a chain reaction. Government policy directly impacts what you pay for everything from shoes to cars. The tricky part? Balance. Tariffs can protect jobs but also raise prices, and sometimes they can even make it harder for businesses to get the parts they need. And there's another twist. Tariffs can spark trade wars. When one country raises tariffs, others often retaliate with their own, leading to a back and forth that can disrupt global trade and make things even more expensive. It's like a global dance. One country changes the steps, and everyone else has to adjust. These moves can affect relationships between countries, and even shift the balance of power in the world economy. And when the US changes its tariff policy with a major partner like South Korea, the ripple effects are huge. It's not just about governments and big companies. These decisions can impact jobs, prices, and opportunities for regular people. That's where our story begins. A tariff change that could affect your wallet, your shopping habits, and even the economy in your community. Let's see what happens next as we dive into the world of tariffs and discover how these hidden fees shape the world around us. Here's the headline: Big news for global trade. The US has just announced a significant reduction in tariffs on South Korean imports, slashing the rate from a hefty 25% down to 15%. This isn't just a minor adjustment, it's a bold move that's making waves across international markets and boardrooms alike. What's even more remarkable is that this change isn't just for future shipments. The new lower tariff rate is retroactive to November 1, 2025. That means importers who already paid the higher rate will be getting refunds, money back in their pockets, and a welcome surprise for many businesses. For companies, this is like receiving an unexpected rebate on last month's expensive purchases. It's a rare windfall that can help balance the books, boost cash flow, and even fund new investments or hiring. Take a $30,000 car, for example. Under the old tariff, importers paid $7,500 in duties. Now, with the new rate, that drops to $4,500, a $3,000 difference per vehicle. Multiply that across thousands of cars, and the savings add up fast. While not every dollar saved will make it to the consumer, this kind of cost reduction puts real pressure on companies to lower prices, offer better deals, and stay competitive in a crowded market. This is more than just an economic decision. It's a major diplomatic shift. The US has long used high tariffs as a bargaining chip, but now it's signaling a new era of cooperation with a key ally in Asia. It's a clear de-escalation: less trade war, more trade truce. The message is simple. Let's work together, not against each other. By lowering the barrier, the US is telling South Korea, "You're a valued partner. Let's build stronger economic ties and grow together." This move could reshape trade dynamics for years to come, influencing supply chains, investment decisions, and even the balance of power in global commerce. So, what does this mean for everyday shoppers? Let's take a closer look at what's actually getting cheaper on store shelves. Spoiler alert, it's not just cars. From electronics and appliances to car parts and more, a wide range of South Korean products could soon be more affordable for American consumers. The big winner? Cars. South Korea's Hyundai and Kia are everywhere in the US, and now they're cheaper to import. But it's not just cars. The deal eliminates tariffs on airplane parts from South Korea, a huge boost for US aerospace. Cheaper parts mean lower costs for American manufacturers and more competitive planes. The agreement also caps future tariffs on semiconductors and pharmaceuticals at 15%. Microchips and medicines are critical. This cap brings stability to vital supply chains. So, this isn't just a random discount. It's a strategic deal covering cars, planes, and the tech that powers our lives. It's about making sure both everyday products and high-tech industries benefit. The impact? Broad, deep, and designed for the future. But why were tariffs so high in the first place? Why did the US slap a 25% tariff on cars from an ally like South Korea? The answer: national security tariffs. Under Section 232 and the IEEPA, the president can impose tariffs if imports threaten security. The logic: if the US relies too much on foreign goods, like steel, aluminum, or even cars, it could be vulnerable in a crisis. Critics say this was a stretch, more about protecting US industries than real security. These laws let the government bypass normal negotiations and act fast. The result? High tariffs, even on allies, and a lot of friction. That's why this new deal is such a big reversal. This tariff cut wasn't random generosity. It was a hard-fought negotiation. The catalyst? South Korea pledged a massive $350 billion investment in U.S. strategic industries. Shipbuilding is a big focus, revitalizing U.S. shipyards, creating jobs, and boosting security. South Korea made it official by passing legislation to guarantee these investments. This legal backing gave the U.S. confidence to lower tariffs. The U.S. used tariffs as leverage, and South Korea responded with real money and real laws. Once the investment was locked in, the U.S. dropped the trade barriers. It's classic deal-making. One side gives, the other side gets. The stakes? Jobs, industrial strength, and economic stability. This is how high-stakes trade deals are made. Let's see who wins, and how. Is this really a win-win? Commerce Secretary Lutnick says this is about unlocking the full benefit of U.S.-South Korea trade. For the U.S., the $350 billion investment means new factories, upgraded plants, and R&D in critical sectors. More investment equals more jobs, especially high-skill, long-term ones in shipbuilding and advanced manufacturing. For South Korea, the big win is lower tariffs, making their cars and goods more competitive in the U.S. A 10% price edge is huge in the auto industry. Predictable tariffs mean South Korean companies can plan for the long term. The deal ties the two economies closer together. Mutual investment, shared success. It's a shift from confrontation to partnership. Both sides have more to gain by working together. That's the real power of this agreement. Another key point, this deal puts South Korea on equal footing with Japan and the EU. Before, South Korea faced stacked tariffs, higher than its rivals. Now the playing field is level. No more hidden advantages for Japan or Europe. The deal also caps future tariffs on semiconductors and pharmaceuticals, just like with Japan and Taiwan. This creates a stable, predictable environment for critical supply chains. The U.S. is building a unified trade bloc with its top tech partners. It's a strategic move. Stronger alliances, more resilient economies. In a world of global competition, this kind of unity matters. Trade policy isn't just about money, it's about who you trust. There's a legal twist. The Supreme Court is reviewing whether the IEEPA tariffs were even legal. The law was meant for emergencies, not long-term trade disputes. Justices seemed skeptical that the president could use it to set tariffs at will. The timing of this deal? Not a coincidence. The administration likely saw the writing on the wall and negotiated a win before the court could force its hand. If the court strikes down the tariffs, the government could owe billions in refunds. By acting now, the U.S. turns a legal risk into a diplomatic and economic victory. Sometimes, the best legal defense is a good trade deal. So, what's the bottom line for you? Well, it could mean cheaper cars, maybe even that new car you've been eyeing finally fitting into your budget. But it's not just about the sticker price. This deal could change the way we all experience the car market, from the moment you start shopping to the day you drive off the lot. Lower tariffs mean Hyundai and Kia have more flexibility to cut prices, or at least slow down those price hikes we've all been dreading. That could make a real difference for families and first-time buyers. In a car market where prices have been climbing, any relief is welcome. For many, it could be the difference between settling for a used car and driving home something brand new. But the impact goes beyond the showroom. The $350 billion investment means more American jobs, especially in high-tech industries and shipbuilding, fields that are crucial for our future. It's not just about getting cheaper stuff. It's about building a stronger economy, creating new opportunities, and supporting workers across the country. The deal also means a more stable partnership with South Korea, which is key for securing supply chains for things like microchips, batteries, and other tech essentials. That kind of stability helps prevent the shortages and sudden price spikes we've seen in recent years, keeping shelves stocked and prices more predictable. This isn't just a minor tweak to trade law, it's a strategic shift toward deeper cooperation, with both countries working together to tackle global challenges. Your next car could be more affordable, your job prospects brighter, and your tech devices more reliable, all thanks to decisions made far from the showroom floor. Trade policy might sound boring or distant, but it shapes your daily life in ways you might not even notice, from your morning commute to your monthly budget. And sometimes it brings a little good news for everyone, making life just a bit easier, and maybe even a little more exciting for you and your family.